you know, we tend to think of leadership as this single thing, right? A title you get, a destination you arrive at. But what if it's not like that at all? What if it's actually a journey? Today, we're diving into a framework that sees leadership as a path you walk, with 3 really distinct stages. So, let's get started.
But first, I want you to think about this question for a second. What's the real difference between knowledge and wisdom? I mean, a lot of us spend our lives collecting information, right? We read all the books, we take the courses, but does having all that information automatically make us a wise leader?
Well, the difference is actually pretty simple, but it's huge. Knowledge is all the stuff you collect. It's the what. Wisdom, on the other hand, is what happens when you actually put that knowledge into practice. It's the how. It's knowledge that's been tested and sharpened in the real world. A lot of people get stuck just collecting knowledge. But real leadership, that's born from wisdom.
So the big question is, how do you bridge that gap between knowing and doing? Well, there's a really powerful framework from Japanese leadership culture, based on the principles of a guy named Ohno. It gives us a clear path for turning what you know into what you can actually do.
This whole journey is broken down into 3 core stages. First up, we have Chiku, which is all about building your logical mind. Then comes Tokuku, which focuses on your interpersonal mindset, how you connect with people. And finally, there's Taiku, which is about having an action-oriented body. Let's start right at the beginning, with Chiku.
Okay, stage 1, the logical mind. Everything, and I mean everything, starts here. This is about building that solid intellectual foundation that all great leadership is built on. It's the strategy you need before you ever make a move.
So what is Chiku? It's defined as mastering knowledge and logical thinking to make sure your organization can survive and, hopefully, innovate. It's about being able to see the entire chessboard, understand how all the pieces are moving, and think 5 steps ahead. In the real world, this means you're developing some absolutely critical skills. A leader in this Chiniku stage learns how to gauge urgency, how to set the right priorities, and, this one's so important, how to see past the surface-level symptoms to find the actual root cause of a problem. It's all about understanding the ripple effects of every single decision you make. Here's a great way to think about it. Kaiku is like being able to see a forest as a whole living ecosystem. You're not just looking at a bunch of individual trees. You understand how the soil, the water, the sunlight, and all the plants and animals work together to thrive. You see the big picture.
So once you have that logical foundation, it leads you right into stage 2, the interpersonal mindset. Because let's be real, a brilliant plan is completely useless if you can't get people excited and on board with it. This stage is all about connection.
Tokuiku is where the focus shifts from pure, cold logic to people. It's about developing what they call rational interpersonal skills. See, logic tells you what needs to be done, but this mindset helps you understand why it matters to each person on your team, which is how you build real, genuine collaboration. And this is where you can really see the 2 parts come together. Chiku is the plan on the whiteboard, the cold, hard logic. But Tokuiku is bringing that plan to life through people. It's about getting their buy-in and getting everyone pulling in the same direction because they feel connected to the mission.
Let's go back to our forest metaphor. If Chiku is seeing the whole ecosystem, then Tokuiku is zooming in and understanding the needs of every single plant and animal in it. It's about caring for the individuals that make up the whole, because you know that's the only way the entire forest can truly succeed.
All right, so we've got the vision, we've got the team all connected and ready to go. Now we hit the final, and maybe the most critical stage, the action-oriented body. This is where all those plans and relationships turn into actual, tangible results.
Now, this is really interesting. The word taiku is often just translated as physical education, like gym class. But its deeper meaning is about building the emotional willpower and the resilience you need to actually execute. It's about having the inner strength to push through when things get tough.
This is all about fostering a culture of action, not just endless meetings and talk. It means having the mental and even physical stamina to stay in the game and keep pushing forward until you get real results. It's truly about leading from the front, by example.
And you know, the guy who came up with this whole method, Ohno, he said it perfectly. Education without training is meaningless. Your knowledge, the chiku, that's the education. But the taiku, that's the training. It's the constant practice that burns what you know into your very being and finally turns it into wisdom.
So you see, becoming a complete leader isn't about being a genius in just one of these areas. It's about blending all three together seamlessly. It's the integration of your logical mind, your interpersonal mindset, and your action-oriented body.
Let's just put it all together one more time. You've got this incredible triad. Chiku is your logical mind. It lets you see the big picture. Tokuku is your interpersonal mindset. It lets you connect deeply with people. And Taiku is your action-oriented body. It gives you the willpower to execute and make things happen.
At the end of the day, most of us are pretty good at gathering knowledge. We focus on that first step. But as we've just seen, that's only the beginning of the journey. So the real question I want to leave you with is this. You have the knowledge, but are you ready for the training?